Okay, raise your hand if the thought of cold calling makes you want to run for the hills. Yep, same. Listen, if dialing up strangers and begging for business is not your vibe, that's okay. I've got you. And I've got good news. You don't have to do it. Turns out there are better, more natural, modern ways to generate leads that actually can feel really good and work in today's market and help you attract business to you right around your already busy schedule in life. I'm Laurie Plyler. I'm a realtor, team leader, and CEO and president of Keller Williams Fort Mill here in the Charlotte market, the number one brokerage in York and Lancaster County. I've helped hundreds of agents ditch outdated sales tactics and grow thriving businesses using modern attraction-based marketing. And today, I'm spilling the tea on exactly how you can generate leads and grow your business without ever making another awkward cold call. Okay, let's dive in. First thing we got to talk about is the problem with cold calling. And look, I get it. First of all, cold calling can work. And there are people that have built complete real estate empires and massive business completely through cold calling, and it's worked tremendously for them. And so I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but let's be real. If the thought of cold calling already kind of makes you sick to your stomach, it's going to end up being exhausting, rejection heavy, and in my opinion, it's just not how most people want to do business anymore in this day and age. I mean, think about it. When was the last time that you actually answered an unknown phone number that called your phone? The truth is, in my opinion, buyers and sellers don't want to be sold to. They want to feel a connection. They want to build a relationship with somebody and feel like they can trust the person that's helping them with the biggest transaction that they'll probably ever make in their life. And that's why modern lead generation is all about attraction over chasing, and it ends up being so much fun. So I'm going to share with you my top 3 modern lead generation strategies that can help you attract business to you alongside your busy life, whether you're a work from home mama or, a busy, person just living your life. So here's the first one. The first strategy is social media. Build a brand, not just a business. Social media is such a powerful tool when you use it correctly and leverage it. It's not just for posting your lunch or, just following along with your favorite influencers. It is a gold mine for attracting clients. But you have to do it strategically and be on purpose. What's the key? You've got to show up as a real human first and then a realtor second. If you look like a real estate billboard, you're not going to attract people. And if you never talk about real estate, it's not going to work either. So here's how you do it. Number 1, post value-driven content. I want you to think things that really add value to people's lives, like market tips, home buying myths, behind the scene looks at your life as a realtor, things that people would want to know about your local, hyper-local market that could help them in their real estate search. Another thing that I find is really powerful in social media, you may already know this, but it is something not to be missed, is using video. Instagram Reels and TikToks, short form videos are absolutely where it's at, especially if you use your face and are engaging with your client or your audience. So think quick home tours, day in the life clips, and answering frequently asked questions. It's all about making yourself relatable and visible and sharing and showcasing how you are the local real estate expert that can help empower the people that are following along with you. All right. Third strategy within social media is engage like crazy. The last thing you want to do is post and ghost, as I call it. That's never going to work. The algorithm's goal, think about this with social media. The algorithm's goal is to keep users on their platform as long as possible. And so when you actually engage with your content and reply to comments and interact with other accounts, the algorithm really likes that and will tend to boost your content and show it to more people. So after you post, comment on local businesses, interact with other people's posts, be part of the community, respond to every comment on your post, respond to people that, are interacting with your stories on Instagram. All of those things make a huge difference. Interact within your Facebook communities. People work with realtors that they know, like, and trust. And this is how you build that in a fast and efficient way to a lot of people. Here's your action step to go with strategy number 1. Right after this video, post a story asking, like on Instagram and Facebook, and ask, what's one thing that confuses you about buying or selling a home? And see who engages. That's where you start. First of all, this gives you content for what people want to talk about. And second of all, it shows you who's following along and you can start engaging with them and continuing to deepen those relationships. And we'll talk about this in more depth in another video. So this is kind of just the surface of these strategies. Strategy number 2, networking. I want you to think about stop selling, start connecting. Remember, this is a relationship business. Honestly, in my opinion, real estate is the most relationship business that I've ever been a part of. Like, it is all about developing strong relationships, networks, and connections. So what I want you to think about when I say networking and networking is not about shoving business cards at people. It's about forming real relationships. So I want you to think quality over quantity and really diving deep with people and showing up. Attend community events is strategy number 1 within networking. So what's going on in your local market? And it could be all sorts of things. Farmers markets, chamber of commerce meetings, charity fundraisers. Just be present in your local space. Start building relationships and participate in what's going on in your local community. One of the most powerful things you can do as an agent is to help people see you as basically like the local mayor to their community. Not actually the mayor, but like the local expert to your community, whether it's your local neighborhood and subdivision, your suburb, or your whole town. Okay, that's strategy number 1 in networking and connecting. Strategy number 2, host your own events. This is how you can really take charge. So I want you to think real estate related events, first time home buyer workshops, local business meetups, real estate investor workshops, or even one of my favorites that you can do very quickly, make it a goal to go to coffee with somebody different in your sphere at least one time each week. There's an amazing agent in our Keller Williams company. He lives in San Antonio, but he calls it 50 first dates, that he has a goal to go on 50 coffee dates with different people all year long. These are really great ways to position yourself as a go-to expert and build strong relationships and just get you in enough conversations so that you can find the people that have the need right now. Okay, my next strategy in this section is open houses. You guys, I love open houses. We'll talk about them more in another video. My tip is host at least 3 to 4 open houses a month. It's all about the numbers. Some open houses, nobody's going to come in. Other open houses, 20 people will come in. So you've got to do a lot of them to get results, and it works. It's absolutely one of my favorite ways to quickly get in front of potential clients that are ready to buy and sell potentially right now. And by the way, I have an open house guide that lays out my exact strategy for how I earned 100K in my first year as an agent, along with my husband, through doing open houses primarily. So comment open house on this video to get my free guide, and I'll send it to you right away. Okay, let's keep going. The power of referrals is the 4th strategy within this step. And I want you to think, instead of asking for business, ask for how you can help someone. The more you give, the more you'll receive. Okay, here's your action step to go along with strategy number 2. Reach out to one local business owner this week and set up a coffee chat. Learn about their business, and naturally they'll ask about yours, and it all starts there. Okay, strategy number 3, here we go. This is the last of the 3, and keep listening because at the end I've got some good stuff to tell you. So strategy number 3 is attraction-based marketing. I want you to think about getting clients to come to you. How awesome would it be to just be living your life at your kid's soccer game, at the gym, wherever, and somebody messages you and you have a new client? Well, it's possible. You just have to do the work, sow the seeds, and build that attraction. Attraction marketing is basically the art of making people come to you instead of chasing them down. How? Well, it's by being the obvious choice. So how do you do that? Here's 3 ways that you can develop attraction-based marketing in your world right now. Number 1, create a killer freebie. Think a downloadable tool like an ultimate home buying checklist or the top 5 mistakes that sellers make in exchange for an email. Boom, you just got a brand new lead, no cold calls, and there you have it. Second way you can do it, start a YouTube channel or blog. Yep, content marketing works. Answer real estate questions people are Googling, and they will come straight to you. And number 3 is email marketing. You guys, email marketing is not dead. In fact, it's one of my favorite things to do when you're staying in touch and building value within your sphere of influence. Send a fun, value-packed newsletter with local updates, tips, personal stories, what's going on in the community once a month. And that's my minimum, is once a month. It helps you stay top of mind. And when they're ready to buy or sell, they'll think of you. They might not ever reply to an email, but they will be receiving it, and it will keep your name top of mind. And remember not to put only real estate things in it. Think local value and how does this really matter to somebody when they get it in their inbox. Okay, your action step. Write down 3 common real estate questions that you get asked all the time. Turn one into a social media post, turn another into a blog, or turn one into a quick video this week. It can be that simple. See, no cold calls necessary. When you build a brand, network with intention, and focus on attraction over chasing the leads come to you. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below, put open house if you want my free guide. Otherwise, which of these strategies are you most excited to try? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below so you don't miss next week's video on why 87% of realtors fail and how you can be the 13% that doesn't. Until then, go make some moves, build that dream real estate business without ever picking up the phone to cold call again, and go crush your week.